Hi guys, welcome to the video. This is going to be an elaborate tutorial video on fussy cutting, and I'm going to show you fussy cutting today with flower reds on 350 GSM paper in black and white theme. I'm going to work on different shapes. Also, this video is going to have lots of tips, tricks and elaborate description and demonstration of every single point that a crafter experiences while fussy cutting. This is more of a beginner tutorial, so please stay tuned and watch the video till the end. Bye. Hi guys, now this video is going to be working with paper flower red. This is a frame structure. This is basically a 350 GSM paper matte finish. Now these are available in market with the crafting supplies, but I find this to be a very simple task for which we don't need to shell out extra money. So I'll just show you quickly how to go around with this. So now these are a few cuttings that I have to show you. Like these are some oval flower shapes, some round ones are there, then I have some of these square and rectangles, heart shape, and these are just elements. Now here is the basic step. First I got these reds printed on paper. Now here is the idea. First I got these designs, and this can be easily done by PixArt or Canva, from any of the even you can download this from Google. It's very simple. See what I have to do now. Now I got this printed, I think, from Printster. You can get it printed from your nearby Xerox shop also, that's fine. So first I have cut out this simple outer borders. Okay, the edges have been cut out very smoothly to give it a heart shape, and the third step is to actually cut the inner part of this to make it into a beautiful frame. You can see how this frame looks like. Now this works great with scrapbook albums. I know the stickers are also available. Many stickers are available actually, but this does give it a very beautiful sort of a handmade finish to it, and it's very minimal, and it's absolutely cost effective if you can do it fuss free. So the first thing you're going to need for this is a fussy cutting scissor. Now I have a few more examples of scissors over here that we use generally for crafting. So for fussy cutting you need this specific sort of scissor. Try to search for this in your stationery market, or it's available on Amazon also. The difference between, it's not important that I'm telling you to get only the smaller size scissors. You can get a big size scissor also, but the blades are very important for fussy cutting. Here as you can see, this has a broader body. If I talk about the blades, this has a much slimmer body for its blade. See, like this is more curved and this is straight and sharp. This on the other hand is, again, it has a very thick body over here first of all, plus it's slanted. It's not even on both the sides. It doesn't matter if you're going to go for like something like this. Now I'll just show you the example. If you have to cut something it's very broad, okay, it doesn't matter, you can easily cut it from this particular scissor. Even this scissor is going to work out fine. But for fussy cutting, now I'll show you. Fussy cutting means I'm going to go into the very deep edges, as you can see over here. Alright, very sharp edges and very pointy edges also. I'm going to cut it in that particular shape. This is an example of what I have done. I'll show you over here directly. So first, for fussy cutting, decide the edge, decide the frame, and do not cut inside the frame ever. Make sure to leave at least 1 mm or half a mm of gap between the boundary and your scissor work. Otherwise you'll end up getting inside the waterline. and it won't really look nice. Okay. It may look very simple, but then this sort of detailing needs your 100% attention right over. You can't even look away for a second. Now see how close am I going to these small little elements and flowers and birds. The idea is to keep your hands moving, you know, like curving out, going to the ends, insides, coming out, just so that it doesn't look like just a piece of paper but gives the effect of that added sticker. So with this particular fussy cutting scissor, it becomes all the more easy to turn and twist and come back. If the blade of the scissor is going to be very thick, this particular step is going to be very difficult, or either you'll not be able to manage it and you'll end up cutting the, you know, the shaded part or the needed part of the flowers. And again, it depends like how much do you want to get out of it. Like if you really want to go really deep into this, you can still. So having a slim blade scissor is going to really be helpful for you. I'm not going to have any cut shots in this video, so that, you know, I am not going to hide anything from you. And this is how it's going to work out, and it's kind of a tedious task. It's not very simple. Might didn't like initially, if you're going to try and do something like this, it might even give you a little pain in your wrist and your thumb. I mean, not with that one single picture that I'm cutting right now, because I have a bunch of these, so that's why I'm telling this. Okay, see, now I have to just clear out this and these two particular edges. Right. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Readjust the scissor. That's very, very important. Don't think that, you know, I'm going to twist and turn the scissor as much as I can. I mean, you do that definitely, but readjusting is a better idea. Okay. Yeah, and chop off the heads, you know, whenever you feel like you've been it's acting like more of a mess, then just chop it off there. Okay, again with these flower birds, what I'm doing is then just curving out on the edges so that it doesn't look like a plain, you know, paper that's been cut. I'm working on a wedding theme actually, a scrap, actually more of a full wedding album. So it's in a black and white themes. So these are basically the decoration elements for that. Black and white is a classic theme. Alright. Now the idea behind not doing this video on time lapse, or, you know, speeding it up or cutting it into forward shots and then showing you up my work, you know, 10 seconds 30 seconds afterwards, is that for you to have a complete idea of how much time will it take for you to get through with this one fussy cutting. I know there are multiple reels out there on YouTube and Instagram where it's been all cut short to forward shots, but that personally I feel that does not give 100% idea of the tediousness behind these kind of minute works, and it all appears to be a walk in the park, which is not. see, this is complete. All right, so these are the examples that I've already pre-cut and kept with me to show you. Okay, round ones are yet to be cut. So I have cut 2 ovals, 1 square and 2 rectangles over here, and yeah, 1 heart, and another heart is completely ready. Now what I'm going to do right now is to actually I have a lot of over here also, so but I'll do this after the video. Maybe I'll show you in the end, you know, one last shot once everything is done. Okay, so the next step is here to carve out the inner, you know, area, inner plain blank area. Why? Because then you can just show you one. Yeah, so then you can have something like a photograph inside it. Okay, any sort of photograph can go at the back of this, and it's going to work out as a beautiful frame. Now over here, a small, I guess a 2x2 picture or a 3x3 picture, and then you cut it into a heart shape and you attach it towards the back side of it, and it's going to be a beautiful element framework for your own scrapbook. And rectangle and square ones are actually very easy, you know. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to start with a square one, and because it's very easy and simple, frankly, and then I'm going to show you the most difficult one, which is this. Okay, the heart shape one. So yes, to cut it you need a fine blade. Okay, this is a one fine blade. It's also called carving blade. So I have the thick paper trimmer also, but that does not work best for trimming out the fine edges. Okay, now don't worry, we don't have to do the entire inner cutting with this. It's only to create a little bit of gap so that my scissor can insert inside the frame. So I will not start from here. It's a very delicate corner. I'm going to start from the thickest edge of this frame, which is these flowers. Okay, one more thing, this is a cutting mat. Okay, I think it's made with rubber and something. No matter how much you're going to scratch it, it's going to come back to normal after I think a few minutes. It doesn't scratch. Did I set that correct? It's scratch resistant or something. I mean, it doesn't damage, as simple as that. If you're using a table, like below this I have a plyboard table, if I cut directly on it, you know, obviously it's going to damage the table. Even if I'm going to keep thick sheets of paper, it is going to cut through the thick sheets of paper as well. Now since I am a crafter, I have this big A2 size I have this big A2 size cutting mat, and I think I got this for something like 900 or $1,000 from crafting supplies. And but you know, you can get a simple A4 A5 size cutting mat also if you just need to cut out some fussy cutting edges. Anyways, you can do it on any other surface also if you're okay with that. Like thick sheets of paper can also do for you. Okay, so here we start. So I'm just marking. Okay, and this is 350 GSM paper, which means it's very thick to cut through. It's not so easy. But if you want to make your own elements, stickers, frames, borders, 300 GSM works wonderful because it has a lot of sturdiness to itself, and it does not look cheap also. It looks very professional. Okay. Can you see this space I have created? My scissor sorry, my scissor can easily insert this particular piece, see, and now I have to very carefully start my work again from the inner side. Same fussy cutting, but do not go too much into the edges. The edges are very, or you know, I'll do one thing, I'll just leave a little space for now. I'm gonna first chop out the easier sides. This looks like an easier side to cut through. Yeah, so here it is. Again, I'm telling you, do not go much into the corners. Don't get too ambitious over here. You'll end up damaging the whole frame. Okay, so here it is. Then carve out the flowers. Yeah. Now see, from here I can very easily, you know, turn and twist. It was very difficult to twist from that particular end. From here it's so, you know, you just need to work out your own movements and your scissor work, and gradually you will develop that confidence. Right now my entire focus is not to cut through this edge. Okay, I'll leave it there. Yeah, move very cautiously. And here, oh, okay, now this side is not even and this side is not even. I'll work a little bit on that now. Getting any further will end up cutting the entire border, so I'm not doing that. Okay, so you can see how much of a minute work is this. This is not you know, something which can really work on fast forward mode. You'll end up spoiling it. Fine, I think this also needs a little bit more of a trim. Done. That's my frame. Now I can keep any photograph inside, or should I show you an example? Okay, so okay, this is the page on which, you know, I got all of these frames printed, and then I had cut it out from this. So this is one more element sheet that I've got printed for myself for the okay, looks beautiful. Any kind of frame would do. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll show you one more with the heart, as I told you how to carve out the heart frame. So I'm keeping it here, and don't worry, once I'm through with all of these, I'll show you for display so you know how beautiful they're going to look like. Maybe now I'll just shut up and show you the work. And give it like two open sides, you know, not just a straight line. Like if I do this, then it has a corner to itself so that the scissor can roam around. Getting my point? Like even this heart one has a much broader border compared to this. This was just like a thin line. So even though it has a lot of twists and turns, it won't be that difficult to cut, because that was very crucial. Yeah, see, now my scissor can move and turn and twist around nicely. Just follow the lines, leave half a mm or 1 mm gap from the frames to your scissor, and then work your way up. No, don't worry, this video is not on speed mode. It's just that this is not that dangerous, I'll say. So I'm able to work at a better speed. Okay, it's almost over. Done. I have completed all of the fussy cutting and I'll show you all quickly. This is the heart shape. Second one. And there is one more here. And these are all from the ones that I have got printed on 350 GSM paper. Okay. So these are my heart shape fussy cutout frames. Then there's this rectangle ones, and I wasn't careful over here. I have almost damaged it a little bit, but this will work. So you really have to be very careful while doing this. Okay, then the square ones are there. You can actually attach your frames in this way also. See, in your scrapbook. Then there are my oval ones. Fine. Okay, and I haven't cut out frames out of the round ones because I'm going to use them as elements to highlight certain sections of the scrapbook. So I'm going to place a text sticker on top of these in the center, in the white space, and it will work out as a good embellishment. Then there are some small hearts also, fussy cut out ones. Yeah, and that's it. That's the entire collection of fussy cutted out frames for this particular collection. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do tell me what craft tutorial should I cover in my next video. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you, The Tinted Window. You can also mail me your queries on thetintedwindowstore@gmail.com. Thank you.